welcome to Health Hits Experience, the log in the hole in the bottom of the sea. I'm the librarian, Brittany Lee, and welcome to the show. We are, in fact, actually live right now. We have been pre-recorded for 2 weeks, and now we're actually live. So if you say something fun in the Twitch chat right now, I can see it. So far, I can't see anything in the chat, but that's okay. I just joined the chat. I'm excited to get rocking and rolling. We are picking up where we left off, which for you, lovely viewer, has been simply a week, and for us has been 2.
So we don't remember anything, really.
Well, that's on you for you and
dang.
your memory.
Me and my amnesia.
I can't help you there. I take notes. So I am going to kind of jump us into this. I do want to point out that if you are following along at home as a way to learn how to play Fate doesn't encourage you to do this. They encourage you to wrap it up when the session is over. But instead, I'm here to bring entertainment to you, the masses, and I think it's entertaining to pick up where we left off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump us right in, and then we're going to talk a little bit about where we're at in the scene, and then we'll go from there. So this is the part where I get to have some fun. Okay. A week ago, Rosetta was the least interesting employee at the Imagination Factory. Then, Foreman Mirabelle found out she was unofficially a builder and tasked her with quarantining the solid imagination processing room. Mirabelle had impressed upon her that they couldn't report this to the section liege or the king, because if the citizens of Diction knew that their imagination was waning, there would be panic in the streets. This made sense to Rosetta. After the explosion happened, which had killed many of Rosetta's friends, 2 fairies from ODA had come in and taken the shards of the explosive device. Rosetta had thought that this would be the end of it, but instead, here she was trying to contain whatever this substance was to just this room. And then more fairies appeared in the room. It was a no-win situation. If they were actually all, and Rosetta couldn't be sure as the fairy count had gone up to 7, official inspectors from the castle, then there was certainly going to be consequences for withholding the state of the Imagination Factory. If they were secret inspectors from Section Liege Pip, there might even be arrests made. Liege Pip was not known for seeing nuance. If they were just run-of-the-mill bad guys who were trying to undo the quarantine and let this dangerous substance out into the Imagination Factory, contaminating all processed imagination and ultimately destroying Diction as it is known, then she was fucked. When the one fairy had grabbed her and stopped her mid-moving spell, she had lost control of where she was putting the room. It took a lot of concentration to use this much imagination all at once. And then another had spoken to her in her mind, which had felt like when you erase notes to write different notes on a piece of paper. Rosetta couldn't remember how much of the moving spell she had done and what needed to happen next. Not that she planned on fixing the problem now. Maybe quarantining them all in here was the safest thing to do. Okay, here is where we're at right now. I'm going to kind of go through the events that have recently happened. 2 ran directly into the center of the Chimera spread, doing a spell which had slowed the Chimera to an imperceptible crawl on both himself and the room. That is going to be active on scene on you for an indeterminate amount of time. This is not a boost. This is like an aspect you have placed on everything. In an attempt to stop 2 from being consumed by Chimera, Brokart tried to lasso 2 and then sped after him. Hack and Slash refused to let Broker grab 2, leading to him successfully grappling Broker. Lawson and Tenerife are trying unsuccessfully to get Rosetta to open up the doors to the room. Hawk appears to be releasing a magical smoke along the edges of the room that aren't covered in Chimera, and Quarter seems to be chewing at the base of a piece of factory machinery. So that's where we're at. So I've got, I don't actually remember what order I put things in, but I've got a grappled somewhere here. That's on Broker. I've got a drained on 2. I've got slowed Chimera on the scene and then moving room on the scene. So these are scene aspects we can use. These are PC aspects. Let me ask a couple things. Well, really only one question. Are you doing anything with Chimera aside from you've placed the aspect on it?
Place the aspect on it and then going to try to get out.
Get out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I think this would be interesting to do as a conflict between 2 and Chimera. Okay. So let's put on some music, and then let's start with, so these are going to be 2
Wow.
Good. This is fitting.
This is a very
Not at all ominous.
well.
God.
I like
it. I don't have control over anything.
I listen to this when I'm going for jogs.
Yeah.
yeah, like this is
Like,
the way
How
to go.
else could you do it
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
that? You know?
Yeah,
You need
it
that
would
foreboding
motivate you for
sense.
sure.
Oh God.
Okay. So I'm going to say that this conflict, I don't want to mentally bounce between the two, so I'm going to start with hack and slash and broker.
Great.
As a
Let me sit in this foreboding sense of
reminder,
dread.
the way fate is run is you can concede in a conflict. Whether or not that's applicable, I don't care. But I want to make sure we haven't done conflict in a while that hasn't been like that. You know, the machine against the robotic arm was the last one we did, so that was kind of like it's a robotic arm. We kind of want to flatten it to a two-dimensional object.
Angry Mob 2 kind of.
Yeah, it's like conceding to it is a different process than if you just keep fighting. So, let's start with hack and slash and broker. We're grappled. What are we doing? I'm gonna say. I mean, I imagine we'll just start with hack and slash.
Sure.
Because you've got the most agency in this.
Okay. So Hack is just trying to keep Broker from getting to 2. You know,
Okay.
2 said, "Trust me. Do you trust me? I know what I'm doing." Hack says, "I trust you," and then Broker is trying to stop 2 from doing what 2 said they are going to do.
Yeah.
So so Hack lunged, tackled Broker down, and is holding him back. So I'm just trying to restrain him. And that's all Hack is doing right now is trying to just hold him back until 2 finishes whatever 2 is trying to do. So, you know.
Are you trying to get out of it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So that would be what that is. So
Right.
I think then I would imagine you would need to do another attack on, like attack on defense. Yeah.
Well, so I
Unless
mean,
you're
I'm not
trying to
I'm not trying to attack him and take
attack.
him out of the scene.
Okay.
I'm just trying to restrain him from doing what he's trying to do. So I don't know if it's that he would try to overcome.
Yeah,
The
I think
restraint that I have going on, maybe?
Yeah, the advantage. Yeah, let's try that. So then, yeah, because I don't really know, because it's hard with the advantage already created here. So I'm
Right.
not necessarily getting like anything aside from that. So yeah,
Okay.
let's try it.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just an overcome roll. Am I
Yeah.
using athletics or physique?
I mean,
I mean, I would be using physique to hold you back.
yeah, I would
I
say
feel like
probably
it
against physique.
Makes sense. The one thing I will say is that to get out of the grapple, I would probably start trying to hurt him.
Yeah, which is where the defense roll would come in.
So-
Sure.
Yeah. So,
So-
is this more of an
so-
overcome or a fight?
Well, you got to overcome the grapple first before you fight. Like you are still restrained.
Yeah, like I've got you all wrapped up and pinned down. So
Point of order.
Mm-hmm.
I have a big scary scorpion tail. Is that also restraint?
I'm gonna say yes for the ease of my brain.
Okay,
right
that's
now
fair.
because I do have a whole other situation I have to go to. So we need to make it so that I can last till 7.
Sure.
Please and thank you.
Okay, that's really bad. -1 actually on my trying to overcome because I rolled really badly.
okay, and my physique starts at a +3.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see what we're doing.
Wow.
Oh, I love
that's
how my
a
music.
Still better than
Still
mine.
+1.
Okay. So that's a shift of 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not using any fate points in this or anything. I'm just trying to get out of it because I'm afraid of 2 getting hurt.
Yeah.
but
Yep.
I mean,
also
you
don't wanna
both
hurt
have the
you.
same goals. It's just very different approaches, and it's making me sad.
You
Um,
need to let me go.
You need to stay down and let 2 do what 2 is doing.
You want him to
said,
die?
2 said to trust them, and I trust him.
Hack, you have no idea what that stuff does to people.
You're right, but I know what 2 said.
You don't want to see him become one of those things.
You're right. And if 2 thought there was a risk of that, 2 wouldn't be doing what 2 is doing.
2 doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
See, there we differ. 2 said, trust me, and I trust him. I'm sorry.
Okay. I think I need to jump to 2 because I think this is kind of all relevant to what reactions are going to happen here. So let's do you're trying to leave the middle of Chimera, the Chimera explosion here. We have slowed on the scene. That's applicable to Chimera. Chimera has 3 aspects here, and a stunt.
Chimera can do a flip.
Do a mental flip.
Yeah.
Into your mind.
Into your brain.
Flip you. Okay, so let's. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this, because I don't know if this is a fight, but I can make it a fight just to make it easier.
I mean, are you physically overcoming it or mentally overcoming it?
Yeah, I mean, if it's mental, then is it going to be physical or is it going to be mental?
We're right in the middle of it,
Yes.
and I feel like I don't know.
I mean, so again, going back to what the 4 actions in Fate are: overcome, get past an obstacle, create an advantage, attack, harm another character. If we're treating this as a character and you're trying to harm it, that would be an attack, and defend is prevent attacks or advantages on you. I mean, those are the 4 things that you know. Presumably, everything can be done in Fate as one of those 4 things. It's just figuring out which one is applicable, right?
It'd hypothetically either be overcome or potentially defend, depending on.
You or me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like how I want to do this. I feel like honestly, until it's going to be like a more mental thing, which is not what's happening right now. I think it's just a fight. I think it's just going to be a fight.
Okay.
Fight. Or whatever you want to defend with, if you'd like.
Can I argue for athletics?
Yeah, because you're like trying to
Yeah.
escape here. Okay, yeah. Let me roll some things. Yeah? Okay.
I'd like to know what I'm
Yeah.
up against
Who's
first, to be
lending me their
perfectly
dice?
honest.
Okay, thank you. All right, so that's nothing. So
Okay.
against a 6.
Oh, it's nothing, just against a 6.
You got a stack of fate points, buckaroo?
I do.
Do you want to use them, maybe?
Your monsters are scary.
We're on episode 22.
Yeah.
So that's a 5 as it's rolled.
We're not even halfway there, baby.
Good.
Could I use leap into action?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Great, for a +2, so that'd be 7 then. to
Okay,
just-
success of 1 against the defend. So yeah, so you're, I don't know, maybe it like something about it feels like it's crawling on you or whatever, and you like shake it off and leap out of it. Yeah.
I could see like even, using the grappling hook and it's wrapped around Liz, but he's like, nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Swoops out.
I'll take it.
Cool.
So do you
Great.
get out completely?
Do I get out?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why you. I mean, you'd be on the edge of it.
Yeah.
But it's not a different zone, so I don't see why you would
Okay.
not be out of it.
Cool. Great.
Yeah, because I think if we're talking about concession, I think the Chimera is going to concede that can't go anywhere. It's not a creature in its own right.
And I just slowed it down
And you just
substantially.
yeah, absolutely. You could have invoked that too if you wanted to
True.
use that as well. But yeah, it's not really going much of anywhere. It's just kind of like don't leave.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, no.
But, like,
nah.
It's not even like I don't want to give the impression that it's conscious.
No.
It's just like the embodiment of corruption.
It's like impulsive bad.
Yeah, it's just a bad
The
vibe.
concept of bad.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah,
Great.
I feel good about that.
Great.
Do.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, looks like I was right to trust 2. And I'll let you up.
Oh my god. Are you both okay?
Everything's fine now. Did
Are
you
you-
accomplish what you wanted to accomplish?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm tired. But
Gonna real slowly make my way over to you.
I mean, I wanted to slow it down, and it looks like it worked.
And 2 would still have like some blotches of.
Yeah.
Um,
got it on you.
I mean, that was unavoidable.
Yeah.
Um,
Hell, I have no idea how to get this stuff off.
I mean, I know someone who does, but for now,
Look around. Oh, this is such a bad idea. This is such a horrible bad idea, but just look around and be like, if I can get gloves, the fingers on the gloves, and I drew out,
What?
Lawson did he made your uniform, so maybe be able to make fingers for the gloves.
Why do you need gloves with fingers?
So I don't touch anything
That is a very good idea.
and contaminate it.
How much of this stuff do you have all over you?
I don't know.
Can I look? Just gonna give him a once over. I'm not really gonna. I'm just gonna move, like, you know, if he's got like a. Cause you have your hood on, yeah? Or do you have it down?
Has it down.
I'm just gonna move it like a little bit out of the way, just so I can like.
Whoa, not that
Gaze.
one. Not that one.
Ominous.
Sorry, sorry.
I look and it's just.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
That spider jumps out at you.
Oh no! It had an ominous musical cue. We're in trouble now.
That means some spiders coming. If somebody plays a fate point, I'll let that happen.
Hey, fate point to hatch the spider?
To have a spider?
To hatch the spider?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Okay, great.
Boom.
So I'm giving you a once over.
The spider would crawl out of the pocket.
Did the spider suck up all the...
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
When did you?
The egg. Oh. Okay.
Can I take the little guy? Not permanently. I just want to see him.
Sure, I can't touch him right now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I got him. Oh, you're so cute.
Yeah, you probably don't want to get into that chimera stuff on the little one.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
I wouldn't want to get
Oh.
anything infected.
Noah's got a little baby brother.
Oh, you look like. You got this from the clock tower, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, it's one of.
Yeah.
It's one of hers. Okay, I don't think I got the full story here. What exactly? You know what? No. Fuck it. This ain't important right now. You have a
If you-
spider? That's great, I guess.
Yeah. I need to get. I hope Lawson knows that.
Two things on this, like, I can't really.
You just give me a look right now.
Do you,
Oh, wow.
I just see it tickling its belly and its little legs are going, and its little pedipalps are biting at you like a cat does when you know you scratch its belly.
It's fucking a surprise cat.
All 8 of its legs latch onto my arm. I'm like, oh. Who's a little cutie?
Oh my god.
Okay, well, this is a pleasant surprise in the middle of a lot of shit.
yeah.
But, still feeling like yourself?
I mean, overall, yeah, other than being tired.
Quick, ask him something only 2 would know.
Looking you in the eyes, obviously, to see if it's... Because obviously when that happened with Lawson, the eyes went totally black.
His eyes would still be bright white. Yeah.
All right. I was worried about you.
Sorry. I mean, I needed to do something because in terms of like, no offense, but just avoiding the problem's not going to fix it. And just moving it around, it was still growing. So like, I needed to do something to
What
slow
exactly-
it
Are we
down.
talking about the chimera or are we talking about someone's sugar addiction?
Ooh.
The chimera.
Oh,
So, yeah.
because it seemed like it applied in both ways.
The chimera.
Yeah.
And I knew how to do something, and I tried to make it bigger, and it seems to have worked.
Wait, you made what bigger?
So, well, the spell that I used was originally only designed, or I was told it was only really meant to slow it down for me in case I ran into Chimera, but I figured, if I just did it a little bit bigger, it would probably slow more Chimera down, and it looks like it did.
Is the spell you use to slow the Chimera also fueled with Chimera? I don't really know how this stuff works.
No, it uses imagination. It uses a lot of imagination, and it uses all the imagination I have.
Well, it's a good thing we're in a factory of the stuff.
I mean,
Assuming we can leave this room.
I'm hoping it stays slowed down. I did everything I could. What? What? You're looking at me like I'm
They can't talk, so I mean,
crazy.
well, to be fair, you're messing with real evil shit.
I didn't want to. I tried to do other things first.
Right.
I didn't really want to mess
No,
with it.
I got that. I'm not.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
You're gonna be so grounded.
What, with Arak? Like, that's
I'm gonna get
super
grounded.
evil. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna get grounded for probably 2 whole months this time.
Okay, I have so many questions about that whole thing because that is one hell of a reveal. But let's get to that one later. In the meantime,
Could you? Well, you can't ask. Well, maybe you could ask Lawson to finish the gloves. And points at the gloves and the spare leather fabric.
Yeah.
There's. I don't know if I pulled the pattern out. I don't know if I want to try to pull the pattern out. But I just need to add fingers to the gloves.
Okay, yep, 10 is like fingers and gloves. Yeah, what does that look like? And walks over to Lawson. Scribbles.
Yeah.
I think,
Fingers
I
and
think you
gloves.
should draw a picture right now for us all.
hand. 10's like, oh god, I can't draw hands.
The hardest thing of art.
2's just hands in pockets right now, being like, do nothing weird, nothing out of the ordinary.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
are you saying that you can't get things out of your bag, or you're frightened to try?
Awesome. Fingers and gloves. And middle finger.
Yeah, I mean, Lawson's pretty distracted right now. So I think you need to roll rapport to see if Lawson's going to give you the time of day. Because right now, what is happening is
We can't get out.
they are trying to get out of this room. They're talking to Rosetta. They're talking to Hawk and Quarter, even though Quarter seems to be a little feral at the moment. Apparently, Quarter has a process. Don't interrupt the process. I need to find maybe my notes on Lawson stats. Okay. What is rapport against Will? Yeah, we'll make it against Will. Yeah. Give me a go.
No. Okay, 0. Nothing. No rapport here.
Okay, great. I'm gonna roll for Lawson
That's
to
fair.
just see what's happening.
Checks out.
Yeah, you guys don't like each other.
I don't want to get up again. Can someone roll for me, please?
We could just hand you the thing.
No, I'm too comfy.
Wow.
0.
Oh, great. Well,
That's a
Lawson has a
flat.
4 in Will, so it's a
Shit.
4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even know. Let's re-roll.
I mean, you don't have to do anything. You can tete-a-tete and then turn around and do it yourself.
I was gonna say you could also. Just
You
Yeah,
also
you could
have
just
imagination.
try.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably have seen the sketches and stuff that 2 has come up with, too.
Yeah, if Lawson can do it, 10 can definitely do it better.
You're just everything Lawson is, but better.
But better, exactly.
The only
Someone should
reason
write a song.
Yeah, almost like anything they can do, 10 can do better.
It'll be really
Yeah.
hard to sing it without the ability to speak.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or
Maybe you
without-
can
Or without
sing.
getting demonetized for violating copyright.
No, please.
I think that song is
Yeah.
actually out of copyright now,
No.
actually.
I don't
No,
care.
it's not.
I'm not. We're
It's
not
not yet?
singing on this show.
Challenge accepted.
Fuck off.
Musical
I sang
episode
an
was.
opera.
Whimsy.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
really good, too.
Yeah, do I? 10's just gonna.
Create an advantage.
Make some gloves.
Roll me.
Yeah,
Roll me a create
okay.
an
Roll for
advantage.
gloves.
Roll for gloves.
And yep.
I'm gonna say, oh, we don't have like a craft. No, we do have a crafting skill.
Yeah.
Use your crafting skill.
Oh, craft. It's not a bad
Okay,
shot.
because I don't want every magical thing to be will. Because I want them to say
Magic's
imagination
part of the world.
what you are doing, it's just magical. I'm sorry, but I need to not get trapped because this was the issue we had in the test game.
Okay,
As we got
okay.
down this hole of we might as well make it a skill.
Fine, fine.
Yeah.
I would like to pay a fate point to re-roll.
Okay.
And invoke the hard-ass captain of the King's Guard.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because you're
Stubborn as
determined.
fuck. Yeah.
Do this.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Holy shit.
No, I don't have to
It's
do
all
it.
middle fingers.
You get so caught
The
up.
only finger
one
you get
The only
is
thing
the
that's
middle
covered
finger.
is the middle finger.
Yeah.
Like a really bad like drawing glove
Yeah.
or archer's glove. It's the middle finger.
Would I be able to persuade paying a fate point for the fact that 10 would have seen like the sketches and the like
No, that's
patterns
not
and
how this
stuff? I
works.
tried.
No.
Please, please.
No.
Okay, well,
It's
I tried.
worth-
I really
it's
did
worth a
try.
try.
Yeah.
If you want to pay a fate point to make your gloves yourself, then I will accept a fate point that there's a bucket of really used bottles of imagination and there's like a little bit in it.
Okay.
I'll
Make it out of some scrap fabric or something.
No, it
I was
has
gonna do
has
the exact
the
same shit.
scrap fabric.
doesn't
That's
wanna
not the
touch
problem.
his
Two
bag.
doesn't want to touch the bag right now until at least the gloves.
Yeah.
I'll pay the fate. I paid the fate
I'll-
point.
Okay.
Instruct us.
What?
Instruct us. Grab this. Grab that.
Grab this.
Is
Nobody
that
else-
is
nobody
that what
else can
Ten sounds
reach
like
into-
inside
nobody else
their
can
head?
reach into the
Yeah, no
bag.
one else can reach into the
No
bag.
one else can reach in the bag because to get in the bag,
I've tried that
Okay,
multiple
fine,
times.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I will say that there's like, I don't know, maybe, so Quarter finishes chewing at the base of this piece of machinery. They've
Good for them.
chewed through it entirely. And now we've got just like a big arm that then, all right, okay. And some stuff clatters off of that table. And you look over, and the noise makes you look over, and you see there's a crate full of like just, I'll even say because this is the solids processing of like a box of really almost eaten imagination.
Great.
So there's like a little, so
Great. Okay.
I'll take drained off of you, but it's not
Nope,
gonna
that's
be,
the moving room.
it's not gonna be much better.
No, it's gonna be like, oh, you were at 0%.
I'm
Now you're at
changing
1%.
I'm changing it to kind
The
of.
phone turns on.
Yeah, the phone
Yeah,
turns on
yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna change
But
the.
it says shutting down.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm changing the aspect to kind of.
The battery
drained.
says 0, but it is on, so I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not sure about how that's possible. Okay, is this the bottom of it? All right, I have no visuals here.
It's fine. You good?
You're good.
All right, so make your damn gloves.
That's
Glove
okay.
time.
Great. Yay, glove time.
Huh. Well, that's definitely better.
And so I don't hurt anyone.
Yeah. We gotta figure this shit out. Why is it the only person who knows any shit about this is like the most hated person in all the Shadowlands?
He was always really, nice to me.
Yeah, just
so.
a real swell guy. He's known for being horrible, too. I'm not saying that you didn't have those experiences. It's
No,
just,
I'm not saying that he is probably horrible. I mean, I got to see some of the things. I'm not saying he's a good Fae.
Wait, what's wrong with being known for being horrible? I mean,
It's,
most people would think you're horrible. Most people think I'm horrible. Everyone who's ever met 10 thinks 10's horrible.
Okay, well, yeah, look, I get that perspective-wise, a lot of us can be seen as bad by some people. I get it. It happens. Herak is known as being bad by, like, everybody I've
Everybody
ever met,
except
except
two.
for two. Which is,
Well, and
Weird.
Well, now only me probably.
was there somebody else?
I mean, there was a fairy named Kato.
That was also, like, with you, or?
Well, with Iraq, Kato was the one who found me, but they are currently not available.
Why aren't they available?
They're in the old book return.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, not available is an understatement there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Where?
Because that's real bad. Okay. Let's maybe get out of this room first, and then we can talk more about everything. But as far as I can tell, you cast a spell that slowed that stuff. It
Yes.
shouldn't be moving nearly as fast, right?
Correct.
And it's just gonna keep holding, or is it gonna burn away over time, or what? Yeah, that actually figures.
I
Not
mean,
many people know
It
about this
also
stuff.
it also affects me, so probably if the Chimera speeds up on me, it'll probably also speed up there. So I guess I'd be a good indicator.
Good to know, but terrible that that's what you're being turned into. Have you felt it trying to mess with your head at all?
Other than when I first came in, not really. And even then, it was only like a little bit.
Okay. Look, I'm not. I just don't want anything to happen to you. So,
I mean, I would
just
like
getting concerned.
I would like nothing to happen to anyone, and frankly, I am a little bit more worried about all of that over there, because
Yeah.
I'm one fairy. That's gonna affect a lot more than just
Oh, that's
One.
just gonna kill everyone.
yeah. So if I can maybe get information, or if we can maybe get information on more about how to handle that.
And when we go to visit them, you know, Arak, I mean, you know, he's not gonna just decide to turn around and kill us. Yeah? Because we're with you? Cool. Great to know. Okay, well then we.
I mean, I'll do my best and try to make sure. I don't know. I didn't really bring friends home. There weren't really that many Fae out in the Shadowlands that didn't immediately try to kill.
Okay, fair. Yeah, a lot of us tend to get a bit defensive. But it's because we're worried about people like Arak. But yeah, sure. Okay, so.
I mean,
step
every time
one-
I tried to bring a pet home, he was kind of supportive of that. Kato was the one who wasn't really as supportive of that, but yeah.
Did you have what kind of pets? You know what? We'll ask that later. I just, it's fine. Okay, let's figure out how to open a door so we can get the fuck out of here, and then leave.
Right, but before we do that, I think it's very important that you name our new little friend here, too.
Just trying to think of a name.
Aw.
2.0.
There, you get a fate point.
I was trying to do a subtle indication to Liz the player, but that's funny too.
2.0.
Blank 2.0. No, 2.0. Junior. I mean, it's right there, but
It is right
I'll let
there.
you decide.
I'm gonna say, probably. Yeah.
I mean, you gonna
No.
keep it?
Yes.
I mean,
Absolutely.
no, I was just making sure you were, because if you weren't, I would. Been a long time since I
I'd say
actually had a mount.
Nesta Junior.
What? Who? What?
Nesta Junior.
Nesta? All right. Sure. Howdy there, Nesta. We gotta have the junior part in every time?
Probably not every time,
All right.
but
Well, I am more than okay with this name. And especially because it's one of Queenie's kids. These things are, I mean, hell. You ever ridden one of those things before?
that's what I learned how to ride on.
No shit.
Yeah. Is
Well-
a spider.
Actually, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Okay, I forgot about the whole Arak thing for a second, but yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. They're beautiful creatures.
They really are.
I love them so much. They're so cute. Right, we got to get out of here. So we're gonna open the door. We should open the door.
Putting.
Yeah, let's just try to sneak out. 10 is not speaking.
No, yeah.
We should try to sneak out without Lawson seeing us. I feel like is
Put
maybe
on-
the best course.
Oh
of
yeah,
action.
definitely.
So now.
Hey, how do you guys want to leave a doorless room?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. So can we open the door out?
What do you see right now? You still see Hawk is doing a perimeter that doesn't hit the Chimera. The room is getting smokier and smokier because it's like one of those like smoke grenades kind of deal, but magical. And then
So
Quarter
burning sage.
a little bit, but like way more smoke. And then Quarter is taking that piece of machinery and just banging on the wall with it.
I don't
And
know.
Lawson's standing there rubbing their temples.
2 days later, you're like,
Mood.
One of you grabbed the map, right? The map
The map
that I threw
to
to you
Arak?
guys.
Yeah, yeah, we got that.
Okay. Okay.
I personally
I'm
don't know where
not-
the prop is, but I.
There's not a prop.
There's
It's-
not a prop.
it's-
It was
then
just
yes, we
hypothet-
took it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I think it was this side that
Somebody had it.
Somebody
2
had their
didn't
pen.
know who grabbed it. 2 was
Yeah,
not
it's-
looking.
I
So it
don't
was just
care.
like,
I'm not gonna put that much in there. That's fine. What?
Could I roll to create an advantage that with Hawk's smoke that we see that some smoke is escaping through the room somewhere?
That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Trying to see if there's airflow.
Is there?
Yeah,
Is
like
that- do you
airflow
think?
and-
Yeah.
I mean, I think the room is getting smokier and smokier. And
Okay, so
it's
there's
just like,
nothing.
no airflow,
escaping.
0 airflow.
I
Instead we are just
mean, like magical airflow. Yeah, it's a
Okay,
bit of a. You know what? How about
So
this?
no.
And Rosetta is in the room with
sealed.
us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will let you, if you roll 5 on notice.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
No, dang, it's only a 2. Oh, it's a 5. No, it's
Okay.
not. No, it's not. I can't do math. It's a 4.
Okay.
I mean, do you have any more fate points?
Hard ass calculating.
What?
Again? You want to prove they're better
But
than
maybe it's
Lawson?
funner to struggle.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
that's fair.
It's up to you. What's
No,
fun?
funner to struggle.
Okay.
We don't see anything.
Or we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
Success at a serious cost.
Another serious call.
But then don't have a serious cost.
Thunder, you cannot speak.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a consequence. It just is,
You're right,
can be a
it's a cost.
serious cost. But I mean, I think that like for me, I'm seeing Lawson's team like struggling.
What was our mover friend's name again?
Oh, the
Rosetta?
serious cost. Just as you notice it, Lawson sees you looking at it and goes, aha!
I love it. That's so good. That's so good. Yes, I love it. Does that work?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect, Rob.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's perfect.
Yeah, great.
Serious cost is your ego.
V team gets to it first.
Cannot scream my
Holds
rage!
up and just like does it. Just like,
It's
What? So what did Lawson notice then?
Yeah,
we know you saw it.
Yeah,
We
what did
know you
Lawson
saw it.
notice? I'll let you do.
Lawson noticed that there's almost like a little like drain motion.
Okay.
With the smoke, and it's like.
Yeah. Center of the room down.
Yeah, center of the room down.
Okay, cool. I'll take it.
all right.
Okay.
But I will say, let's say that it is not big enough. Like whatever you see is not like easily
Yes, accessible to
accessible.
us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
correct.
Can we shrink ourselves even more?
Wait,
Could that be a thing?
Lawson, did you? What are we looking
He's
at?
gonna pick up his stuff while this is going on too, and just like
Yeah, I mean, I think Lawson's like doing a mean squat and is like a professional mean squat.
I'll go over to him and
Yeah.
squat down.
Yeah,
that.
like we're like investigating it and looking at it. And Lawson's also found a piece of machinery and is poking around.
Well, whatever it is, it ain't obvious.
Hack is going to walk up to Rosetta while all this is happening.
Okay.
and say, so you're the one that makes the door come and go, yes?
No,
No?
no.
Well, I thought you were the one who was moving the
I'm
room
moving
around.
it. I'm not moving. Like tears are streaming down her face.
There, it's all right. It's all right. You don't need to be worried about this. We're all trying to solve the same problem here. Now, we need to get out of this room, you know, and we want to keep that contained here, just like you do. But if we don't have a door soon, I'm going to have to break out that floor, which means that we're not going to be able to contain it effectively. So what do you recommend we do to get out of here?
And she
Solid
like,
point.
yeah, thinks about it for a minute, and then she's like, I don't know where the room is.
Oh, right. So you were moving it, and now we're kind of like between locations.
I don't know.
Oh, I have a way of busting open a hole in the wall, but that ain't a good idea.
Yeah, so do I. Well,
I mean, that's a last-ditch kind of situation.
two, would you come over here, please? You understand all this magic nonsense way better than I do.
Great.
So it appears that what's your name, Rosetta? Is that correct?
And like, she's like shutting down. She's
No.
like,
Stay with me here. Stay with me. We're all trying to solve this problem here, and you're the only one that can help us. We need you, Rosetta. I'm gonna try an empathy roll.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
I'll put that against 4.
All right.
Does she seem like she's like just having basically a full-on breakdown?
That's a 1.
How many full-on breakdowns have you
zero.
seen,
It's a
Broker?
0.
I just specifically know for a fact that one of my aspects is that if I see someone suffering,
Yeah.
I gotta fix it.
Sure.
So
I got a 0, but I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
I'm gonna invoke. Oh, geez, what can I invoke? Moving room. Can I take the moving room thing?
Yeah, sure.
All right. That's still it's only a 1. And what I need a 4? Yeah, I can't boost to that.
I mean, you can take a success at a serious cost, like we just talked about.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
Okay.
I can't think of a good serious cost that would be entertaining or whatever. So Hack is trying on this newfound empathy thing that that
Yeah,
he's,
now that
that
you've
he's recently
seen the end
starting
of the
to develop.
world.
Yeah, and he's but he's still not particularly good at it. Frustration and anger starts to show through as he's like, "All right, I see that you're upset, and well, you shouldn't be, because if you're upset, we're not going to get this done here, you see."
Down a little.
Right. Tone it down a little bit. So apparently the problem is that we were in the process of moving the room and got interrupted, am I understanding correctly? And so we're now between locations, and this very, very skilled individual who has done everything right and nothing wrong is now unable to know where we are in order to move us properly.
I'm walking over. I was
Right.
absolutely looking at our actual escape plan, and this is making me go, I have to be there.
Sure.
So I'm walking
I'll
away.
give you a fate point for that.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if it depends if we're like, is there a specific spot that was being moved to, or was just anywhere?
Are you helping with this, or are you with Lawson?
With Lawson.
Okay, great, cool. So we're gonna pause on that real
Yep.
quick. So you and Lawson are looking at a hole in the ground, or maybe a dip,
A divot.
like a slight
Yeah.
divot that doesn't seem to have any kind
No.
of like, like exit, but there's the smoke is
exiting.
exiting it. Yeah.
Anything that's like solid.
Yeah, is like
Could not,
is
yeah.
is stuck there. And they're
Semi-permeable membrane.
Oh,
It
that's
is
a
also
I was
sign.
thing.
I was thinking more like a drain, but without the drain holes kind of
Similar.
deal.
Yeah.
Like
This
two's
big.
bag when anyone else tries to put anything in it.
Yeah, like something. So, and they're like, something isn't quite right about this. I am trying to get us out. Are you going to help or not?
Scribbles. Yeah. But what is that something that's not quite right? Furiously written on the pad.
I mean, like,
What do your captain eyes tell you?
that the smoke is escaping through a solid floor. You're the one that gave me an A on the test.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Okay. Something radical. Can we like become our essences? Just like smoky ourselves or no?
That's
Or is that like
awesome.
or is that too crazy?
It's magic.
It's magic. Okay. Do you want to?
I don't know.
You can
maybe.
spend it. You can spend a fate point to make that a
Oh
thing.
man. Okay.
Yeah, I will let
Yeah.
you spend a fate point.
But like conscious smoky selves.
okay, okay. Can I pitch you this?
Yes, pitch me.
Yes, and
Okay.
you can't take your clothes with you.
That's funny.
Wherever you
Okay.
go, wherever you
Okay.
end up, you're going to be a little naked.
Okay.
But we have to take our hats. The two of us. That's, I think that's part of us.
Can you turn into essence?
No, I'm
smoke?
saying if
'Cause
somebody
you're-
else turns us
Oh, I
into-
see.
I don't know
see.
if
Okay,
I
got it.
even could right now.
Yeah, two's very. I mean, but if somebody else is,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
But I think
I
right
can't
now
cast spells.
we're gonna start with.
That makes
Maybe
me
if you just
okay.
get out and scout
and like
around
see
and
what's
find
around.
out where
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah,
I do think
absolutely.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do
Great.
it.
So as
Yeah.
long as you spend that fate point,
Okay.
that's
so
a
happy
story
that we
beat
gained
I
all
will
these
allow.
fate points
Yeah.
just to
I
shoot
will,
through
I
them.
will allow it that to be a canon element, but I think I personally think that the ease of turning yourself into your essence
It's quite draining.
first of all, quite draining. But second of all, I'm thinking like that's something like taught
Very
to
complicated.
to guards Fae and maybe not like the average.
Yeah, just like the
citizen.
mind meld is like
Yeah.
like
It's very
dire
specialized.
things.
Because
yeah.
here's the thing about a lot of magic is like if it's something that isn't done a lot, it becomes a specialized, right? Builders or scholars or anything like that, right? So if
Yeah.
so guards Fae, I feel like that would be something maybe for like scouting and things like that, but it's draining. It's you are naked, like it's not like something that you want all the time.
Emergency
So-
use
yeah,
only.
emergency
Yeah.
use only. Do you even like suggest this, or do you just do it?
I feel like the look
does
of being
it.
like,
does it and
It
Lawson's
just
like,
does it. Oh my god. Right.
okay. Like all your clothes are in a pile now.
Yeah.
he was like trying to.
They're like way over there.
Yeah.
He was explaining the complexities of how
Yeah,
moving
and
rooms
that's
goes
when you
into
take the thing
Yeah.
and the move.
For the record, while you are explaining this, I just kind of push you both away because clearly Rosetta is not having a good time right now.
No.
So I push you both away and I go back over and I sit down because she's like on the floor, right? She's
Yeah,
sitting there.
like knees to her chest,
I'm-
tears streaming down her face.
I'm gonna sit down next to
She's
her.
like trying to hold down the fort against terrorists.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what else you would expect from her.
So I'm gonna sit down next to her and I go, hey, sorry about everything, firstly, but also about kind of grabbing you and then threatening you and all of that. Because, frankly, to be honest, I didn't know what the hell was happening. This is one crazy fucking day. And I guess what, I don't want to make you feel like the shit that you do is incredibly important. And I'm glad that you do it. Because if you didn't do it, fuck, I mean, this probably would have gone everywhere already. for however long that you've been doing this, you've been saving everyone. And that matters. And I know that you're freaking the fuck out right now, because honestly, I might not show it, but I'm kind of freaking the fuck out too. But I need you to be with it for just enough time that you can open up a door. Can you do that?
Roll me empathy against a 4.
I don't have good empathy.
I will let you invoke your suffering for free since you already did that. Like you can have one free invoke.
Okay, so I will then invoke that, which is good, which gives me a +3.
Do you want to take it at a cost?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want that cost to be?
I think their last session, just through all of the emotions of the scene, I think Broker happened to say something about their family, which, if you'll recall, he doesn't remember at all. And I think something's happening where in having this conversation and kind of like just trying to like level, there's some memory that exists that isn't there, that he can't access, and it's driving him crazy now because he just feels like there's this thing that he can't remember.
Like when you look at somebody, you're like, I know you, but I don't remember what I know you from. Why do you look so familiar? Like
Yeah.
that kind of feeling.
And so I think there's this sort of constant level of distracted, where there's just something going on in there where they're not quite with it.
Let's tag that as an aspect on you then for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, it's like a weird melancholy that
But I
they
like-
can't explain.
I like distracted because I could compel that later.
Yeah.
So just keep that with you. I think she opens up a door exactly where Tenerife just swooshed into, but I think that it's like not a real door. I don't think it's like a accessing something real. She started moving the room, so I'm feeling like it's like the void space or the in between or the
Okay.
like. So you are going somewhere different than where this door is.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right.
Door into two's bag.
Because it would have been really funny if Tenerife does this whole thing, goes into
Yeah.
the room, then a door opens, and we all walk in
Yeah,
and see
we'll
naked Tenerife.
We put a lot of work into that, so I'm gonna say no. But I think that's a fun. Okay, so let's figure out where you're at, Nakey.
Yeah.
Mix Nakey. Let me have you roll. Let's just do an investigate here. Hit a 3, and then you tell me what you find.
Diddly.
I'll let you invoke Rosetta's door if we want to actually turn it into something useful for you. Maybe the door. So you went through the floor. Maybe the door's underneath. So like you have access to this door. You don't see this door.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just still comforting her.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So you have now access to a door. Maybe like there is this in between. You're like going through the in between.
Okay.
And then you
okay.
go through. There's a door in this void, and then that takes you to a real place.
Yeah. Now, do you think we're still in the imagination factory, or do you?
What
think
did you roll?
A -2.
Not anymore.
It doesn't matter because you didn't find where you were going.
Okay.
So now the door didn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, we could take this at a cost.
Lawson didn't come with 10.
I
know
think
what the
Lawson
fuck is
was
going on.
so taken aback.
How dare you even begin to suggest?
Well, okay. How about? Sure,
No, I mean they don't have to.
we can. I think it's interesting and correct for their relationship.
Okay.
So, all right, fine. Then let's see what Lawson sees. I don't have to do this, but I love rolling shit. So let's do, just roll me some flat dice, please.
Lawson was offended by the idea, but then
-1
Tenerife did it, so
on the-
they were
on the
like,
roll.
"Oh,
What's
well,
that,
I have
minus
to do
1?
that.
Yeah,
-1 on the
holy
roll.
shit. Neither of them see
Wow.
shit.
It's just like
So you both turn into gas and vanish.
Okay.
That's what we see.
disappear."
Whoosh. No, I'm
Just their
gonna.
clothes are there.
They're closer in a pile on the ground. No,
I'm glad I'm distracted right now.
I think what's gonna happen is Lawson is going to take that at a cost.
Okay.
For sure. So we go through the door, and we are. This is fun. I get to decide where we're at. Oh, how fun and exciting!
New Jersey.
Do you want us to roll a crab die for you?
Yeah, roll me a crab die. If it's a 6, roll again.
It's a 2.
Crab die.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. Cool.
2.
Lawson's taking it at a cost. So, which means that when Lawson reforms, aside from being naked, is bleeding really heavily, like
Oh,
from the
Jesus.
cut,
Okay.
right, that we
the
had
cut.
earlier.
Yeah.
So that's the cost, right?
Did
So,
they
Oh.
show
and
up in the same
we,
place?
so the 2 is back in the liquid processing. And I'm gonna say back where the tanks are, where you guys all looked into imagination and saw what you saw.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but the door's on the like ceiling. Now, you don't fall through. You're both S&C smoky.
Sure.
Fine. I think maybe even we see this, and Lawson goes back up, because I don't think you need to stay there.
No.
There's a door.
Yeah.
You can go back up. You go back into the room.
Yeah.
So in this dark, semi-corrupted,
Smoky.
solid, smoky processing room. If anybody's looking, Tenery whoosh into smoke down the floor. Lawson follows. Lawson comes back up and like is now bleeding extremely heavily and hurriedly putting on their pants.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I
So you're
missed
just like,
something, but what the fuck is going
what?
on?
Okay.
Do you come back, Tenery?
10 comes back.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 comes
Do you
back.
reform?
I feel like
I'm looking at Lawson
Yeah.
and I'm going,
I think 10 is trying their best to like get their clothes on
Oh, as
without
the, like,
as the
smoking.
smoke.
Yeah.
And it's like
Trying
sort
to
of
one-up
happening, but
Lawson
sort of
still.
not.
I think there's definitely like a sleeve
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
and like you're
I'm
Well, where did the 2 of you sneak off to that you're coming back all naked?
I thought
and
the
like
goal
I
was to
think I
find a
mean
way
you say
out.
this, Lawson turns around and just is like whoosh gushing.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Hey,
Yeah, I can see that.
hey, hang tight. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna stand up and walk over that direction.
To Lawson. Yeah.
What the fuck? Did something attack you again? What has happened?
No. There's the room is in between, but there's a door underneath, and we went down into the processing area.
You gonna be okay?
I'll be fine.
Are you still a cloud?
Yeah, it's like a floating.
There's
clothes.
like you see like an elbow every once in a
I'm
while,
just
like
gonna
trying
go,
to.
just hold up a thing.
Good, and then 10 reforms. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep, solid. Good.
Yeah, Lawson has their shirt off. Like they're not putting it back on with it like fully bleeding right
Yeah.
now.
I think 10's gonna give Hack and Slash a look like.
I don't think it's gonna help,
Hey,
but you're welcome to.
2, do you still have any sort of like scraps of something like fabrics?
Yeah, I do. I can try to grab 'em. I'm just gonna try to reach in the bag and see.
Okay.
Grab anything. I don't know if it happens or not. I don't know what fucking happens.
Oh, I see what you are asking.
Yes, does. There are multiple things going on right now. Does it work?
Does it work?
You're kind of drained.
Yeah, that's
Drained
what I'm thinking.
gloves. Chimera.
Oh, you were fully drained.
Yes.
All your shit popped
No,
out of
wait,
the bag.
Well, it's kind
drained.
of drained.
Well, no,
wait,
but it
you
was
were
fully drained.
fully drained, so it all just
Yeah,
goes
it would have all popped
Wait,
out.
yeah,
or
it all
not.
popped out.
Wait, point of order. Didn't that happen when he was in the Chimera? So didn't it all fall out into like
Two
the
didn't have the bag.
No,
Two
he didn't-
specifically
yeah,
took the bag
specifically
off
had the
and had
bag
removed
off.
some things out of the bag just in case.
Yeah, like the grappling hook had been like
Grappling
fully
hook had
out.
been removed. The gloves and the fabric had been removed.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
there would be fabric there.
No, because that was the fabric too.
Yeah, so you're back. Like it's like if you had like stepped on it really harshly, like
Just vomited everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
just, like in a spray.
Is
So
it just
whatever
everything?
It did eat a fairy, but
it did eat a fairy, but that's irrelevant
I
to
know.
this current conversation. So whatever you're looking for, whatever was in the bag is now
like
on the
two
floor.
goes because he was distracted by
Yeah.
discussing it and goes like, oh yeah, oh.
You got anything?
He just motions towards the stuff that's everywhere now.
Well, is there anything in there?
A lot of stuff. There's you guys' clothes. There's
God.
bits and ends. There's a spring. There's probably, scraps of fabric. There's rubber bands. There's all, like, imagine it and it's there. There's a lot of stuff there.
But there's no candy or gum, right?
Lawson.
There's a gum wrapper, but no gum.
Hey,
The gum's all gone.
hold still. I'm gonna grab a bunch of the fabric scraps, and I'm gonna grab like a few of the rubber bands, and I'm gonna walk over and sort of hesitate, and then look over at Ten and be like, and then we're gonna start trying to cover
Yeah.
this stuff up.
Let's do as a crafts, I think, and
Arts and
that's
crafts.
what.
Arts and crafts.
Arts and
Oh,
crafts.
arts and crafts.
I'm no good
Lawson
at I'm no good at crafts, but that's okay. I'm trying my best. 2. I rolled a whole 2.
It's against a 4. Actually, I'm gonna move it up to a 6 because I took that at a cost. So,
Well, are you helping me as well with this?
I don't have it, so I can't.
you don't have a crafts. You
Crafts?
can't. You can't add
I
it as a
can-
help.
I do.
Try to help, I
It's up to you
guess. Yeah,
guys.
sure. I'll
I think.
try to help.
If we get more than 2 people in the area, I think Lana's gonna start swinging. She's
How
like,
dare you get away?
Just get out. Like, I mean, I think
Yeah.
if you're bleeding and these are people you don't know, I
Yeah.
think
She's
it
not
would
gonna
be
do
like-
anything. She's gonna be like, no, grab it, and you, like,
Oh,
you
I
have
see,
to
yeah,
tie it
yeah.
around and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
like okay, and that's
um,
okay.
Is that gonna be enough to make it happen,
Yeah, I
or do
don't
I?
You,
have
well, what did you roll? Do I
I
have
think
to
if you put a
roll,
tourniquet around
or-
the neck, it'll stop the bleeding from the chest wound.
No, that will in fact.
Do I
stop the
roll or
bleeding
do I
by
just
killing them.
add?
No, if you
Stops the
have
bleeding, though.
you
I have
add a
that.
+1. You have a crafts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So it's a
what did you
+1.
roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay, so it's against a 6.
Uh,
So that's a 3 if we use the assist.
Could I use my stunt to get another plus or no?
No,
Okay, well.
because when you're doing it as an action, it's
Yeah.
like cumulative.
Okay. I mean, I'm trying my best, but it's
Yeah,
if it's
I
not
mean, I
working,
think
it's not
that's fine. I
working.
mean, I think it's like the more you do it, the more it soaks through. Like it's just not doing anything.
I feel like after a moment, to just kind of like pushes him, like elbows him out of the way, and then starts.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna do a go?
Yeah, taking
Yeah,
over.
do a go.
Don't get any of that chimera on him.
Literally fully covered, so that's a 1.
You're good at crafts, right?
2, that'd be a 3. And then could I use my stunt of 1 phase trash? I'm using things that are often considered trash or useless.
What are you using?
My stunt, which is 1 phase trash.
I know.
which
What are you like?
gain
What
a
are you
+2
considering
to-
trash?
The scraps of fabric, like they were found in a bobbler's.
Trash.
Yes.
Sure. Sure.
So that'd bring it up to a 5. I'll take a minor cost for that.
I don't think we can do that with
Dang it.
healing action.
Okay, well,
It's a little hazy on that, but I'm gonna say probably not, just because you are doing that.
I mean, can I? We're both you're mainly doing it.
I was
Do you have
just gonna
something in mind?
say the aspect of leap into action, since I literally just pushed you out of
That's
the way
true.
to do it. So that'd be a
Sure.
+2, so that'd be a 7 then.
Okay. We're gonna call it, I don't know, we'll move it up, wrapped. All right. Great. Okay. I think after a certain point, like,
Yeah, it's as much as you could
just-
do.
like,
It's like stop.
But it does.
let me put my
help,
uniform
yeah.
back on.
Okay.
You can't tell. They put the uniform back on, like, you won't be able to know.
Better than you bleeding everywhere.
2 steps back, like just kind of like tries to step back. I'm like,
I tried.
Just clean up a bit over here. There we are. Just tidy up a bit. There we are. Nice, nice. There we go.
Okay, so you found something below us.
Yeah.
Good to know.
We're above, well, there's a door. We're above processing
Okay.
by the tanks.
Hey, Rosetta, if you know where we are now, is it possible you can move the room easier?
Ooh, that's fun. Roll me something to create an advantage here.
I have no idea what the hell I'm rolling.
Whatever. Let's something
Rapport,
empathy,
empathy,
something along those lines.
Both of those are technically unranked for me, so that's just a 2.
Okay.
But I mean, if I know what I'm trying to get up to, I could spend 5 points.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to spend a fate point to say that she'll give you a magical blueprint. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. Great. I'll take it.
Because I think I have at least calmed her down from having a panic attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you kind of all know where you're at in the building now. You've heard from Tenerife and Lawson, and you've seen, like, I was thinking, like, schematic style. Like, ooh, yeah. But it doesn't really matter. Whatever it is, magically, you see, like, where you're at in the building, and like,
Whoa.
the room is not in anywhere now. It's, like, here, and then you see the door, and then you see, like, another like door indicating like that's the like wormhole essentially that you
As
created.
we're looking at this magical
Yeah.
creation that she made, is it one of those things where like as we're looking at it, like it moves around? just
Sure,
like
yeah,
that?
you can like move it, but
Oh,
I
that's
think
so
that
cool.
like everything other than the room you're in and the top of processing is censored.
Yeah.
She still thinks you're terrorists.
That's-
There's
Yeah.
7 of you in the room, and Quarter and Hawk are not helping.
Good job, Rosette.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she's
fair.
trying.
Rosette is great.
All right. Well, thank you for this. This will be good in getting us out of here. So we should probably make our way out then. Said it's a bit of a drop.
How are you going to get everybody else through the floor?
Ooh.
Mix,
Grabs grappling
Captain.
hook. Holds up
Yeah.
grappling hook.
I still have my lasso. Could use
I
that.
mean, from the floor to where it is not a great distance, you said?
I mean, we're in the ceiling, so we'd be falling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we'd be falling. Well, do you fall when you're in non-space, or do you just kind of?
I don't know. I don't hang out out there.
Is there gravity there? Who knows?
I mean, my grappling hook has a lot of rope attached to it.
It's in the box!
So,
Okay. Okay.
a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Rosetta, you need to ride out of here?
But we need to. So we just need an opening here, right? I mean, if we create an opening here, then we have a permanent opening here that is not going to let the chimera be contained, because
I mean,
I can
it's,
create a permanent opening.
it again. It's slowed right now, but
Right, but presumably we still want it to be contained in this room, right?
Well, I mean, okay.
If we create a permanent breach in the structure of the room, do we then compromise the integrity of that containment facility?
No, the doors that can be open don't have to be permanent, right? I know you're talking about smashing through, but
Yeah.
I mean,
could they put a door
I was
where
gonna,
the smash
I was gonna
through
show
spot
Quarter how
was?
you actually go about biting through something, but yeah.
And like you like does a little loop around and like and then like hits you.
I'm not sure how much more we can get Rosetta to do, but if this is a tiny little hole, can't you just, well, fuck, you're all drained and shit. 10? Any chance you could just widen it?
But there's not really a hole there, is there?
Not exactly. I mean, you got down there somehow before. Can't you just?
Do you think it's transferable, this skill that the guards Fae would learn?
I
to-
think what it would be like you do it on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you do think that is something that is possible?
So you can cast.
I do, but I think first of all,
It's very taxing.
it's
and
very taxing. I don't think you. I mean, if you wanted to do everyone, we'd have to do a lot of, like, I think that would be a high. So if there's, 6, possibly 7, if you're taking everybody in the room. Then that would be like the number that I would have to have you hit.
Okay.
Also, nobody's gonna have any clothes.
Also, you're
we
gonna have
can
to
put it-
fight too, because the spider. He's not gonna leave the baby spider behind.
Yeah, we're not leaving it.
Oh, so 8, great.
And the bag.
and the bag I'm not gonna make would not be a number. 8 is very high,
8 is very high.
not impossible,
you-
but very high.
Could you go out through there, solidify, and then physically pull the room down?
Also, going
Like
with
with
no
the
clothes
grappling
for
hook?
2 right now would probably be very,
Bad
detrimental.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. No barrier. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Great.
10's gonna act as a tether. Yeah, they'll go through. Oh no.
Sorry,
Oh.
just repeat the plan to me. This is not a judgment on the plan.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not comprehending what you're telling me you're doing.
10 will go.
Through the floor. Okay.
And then. Do you think they can bring any
You can't bring your clothes with you. So
No, do you think that they can
Probably nothing.
rope?
Yeah, nothing.
not
that's
even the
part of you,
rope or
right?
anything?
Yeah.
spend a fate point, make it happen.
Okay.
I'm so happy we got all these fate points.
So you can bring organic things, just not your clothes specifically, because that's the way the magic wants you naked.
Yeah.
I mean, it would take another fate
comes at a
point. That
cost.
would. That's. Oh
Yeah,
man.
I mean, listen, if you want to go through with your clothes, it's another fate point.
It's a way more complicated.
Clothes
spell.
are just
Yeah.
like eh.
Eh. I think it's the concentration. If we're gonna
Yeah.
just talk about imagination, it's the concentration.
I mean, I think
so.
that's totally in keeping with like fairy magic. Is
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can go, but your clothes are staying.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
try to take
Clothes
anything else
stay.
with you, but the clothes are a
Clothes
no-go.
are staying. Back in my day, we didn't have clothes at all, ever.
Okay.
You newfangled fairies.
I don't know
and
when
your
the
clothes.
guards fair got these fancy uniforms. We used to all be naked. We used to be a society.
When did that guy get in here?
That's what Lawson turns into. They're experiencing a lot of pain.
I'm talking like my grandfather. No, no,
Okay.
Lawson's an orphan.
Oh.
Okay.
So many.
Sorry, I didn't realize that offhanded comment would hurt you so badly.
You're like, oh man, I feel way worse for bullying him,
Oh,
like
no.
bullying them constantly.
Well, it's hard when you're a sucker for an orphan.
Oh, well, I mean, they're a grown
They never mentioned
fairy.
it. It's fine. Never came up.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Yeah. So no clothes, concentrating very hard, and as captain of the guards, kings. Whoa, what the?
Captain of
You got some sugar in your tongue?
No. Yeah, so they're concentrating really hard, and they can manipulate the grappling hook with all that extra rope
Oh, yeah.
to
Yeah, like,
link the two sides, the two rooms together,
Okay,
and
sure.
essentially like kind of
yeah.
maybe just like the grappling hook anchors on one side.
Yeah, I would say in the room.
Yeah, in the room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a
And
nice spiky one now too.
Fancy.
and you're sort of closer, and can people just like shimmy down the rope? I know
do
there's no,
think
like,
the
no
rope is still
opening.
through the solid ground.
No, get rid of it. Can we do?
There isn't there like an actual legitimate door on the other side though? You're gonna try
There
to
is, but
open
wha-
the door?
yeah.
Can we like go through door?
Once you open, yeah,
Door to
once
door?
you
Yeah,
connect
if you
it.
can.
Yeah.
If you can
move
connect
the-
it, then the
Yeah,
door
if
will
You
go
can
Yeah.
through.
physically move the room, which is just kind of hovering weightlessly in
Yeah.
Yeah.
in non-space,
Okay.
Yeah.
and can kind of pull it to where it actually touches the door.
So
Then
I mean,
maybe
sure,
the door
if
will
you're-
open
we'll
into
do
the
that.
room.
If the grappling hook is stuck in the room anyways, you can just solidify yourself in the room, and you'll just grab onto the rope, and the whole thing should just come down. Because
Okay.
gravity.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair
Gravity
enough.
in the room out is different from outside of the room.
Heave ho.
I am going
moving
to
the
get
room.
up and get my Nerf gun.
I think
I
like
am
it's
not,
for me, my little pea
I'm
brain.
only
I'm
looking
just,
at Hannah right
okay.
now. Hi, Hannah.
Blinders
I
on.
can't look
Nice
at anybody else at the
bringing
table right now.
situation.
Can you roll me a stealth to see how many people notice that you're naked? There are still factory workers
Are they
in
looking
there.
up?
Yeah,
Are they
it-
ever really looking up? Oh fuck.
There could be a naked person hanging from the ceiling of the studio right now, and none of us would notice.
No,
One.
I
have
yeah,
one.
I would never.
I think that people are gonna notice.
It's fine. It happens.
10's not there for long-ish. They're noticing, but dazzling, perhaps. They're like dazzled.
They'll see it. They'll be like,
Dazzled.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a physique on
Wow.
that.
whoa.
Wow.
They're really
wow,
fit.
wow, yeah, exactly. Whoa, Captain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone spends a lot of time at the gym.
Distracted in the whole section of the imagination.
Yeah, the productivity has dropped by 30%.
You say distracted. I say inspired.
There we go.
The
Yeah,
assembly line,
yeah.
it's like the old Lucy show. Just the things are falling off, piling up.
Oh no.
Okay, sure, absolutely. You're connected. The door is open. Great. There's
So-
a
Right
door.
on.
There's a door in both the ceiling and the floor, but there's a grappling hook through it. Great.
So it's connected now.
Yeah, it's connected. The integrity of the room. Meh. But there's a door in the floor.
Well, I mean, theoretically, Rosetta, now that the thing
Yeah.
is somewhere that she can identify, may be able to move it again and
Yeah.
get back
On
on
you.
track with that whole plan.
Yep.
That's
You-
what we were hoping for.
yeah, are you on the ground now at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
so you
On the
can-
ground.
okay.
Yep. On the ground.
you're on the ground and you look up and your clothes like slap
Yeah.
you in the face.
You asked. Brooker's definitely doing the thing. It's like,
You're just standing there.
I had to throw them to you. I need to make sure I didn't miss.
Put on your damn clothes, dazzling tenor.
right.
That's your circus face.
Yeah.
We'll make our way down.
Yeah. Great. Cool. I think everybody but Rosetta makes it down.
Two's
Look,
gonna
Ri-
try to put as much imagination into the bag as possible, which is probably 0, but then shove as much as
But
he
we're in
can.
the-
Yeah,
room
I'll
that's
say
full of
some.
the stuff, though.
I'll allow you to have like half of your stuff.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
yeah, whatever your list is, cut it in half, baby.
So this is a room full of the liquid stuff, yeah?
Yeah. Well, you've all been at the tanks.
I have not.
Oh,
You
you
have
haven't.
not.
Oh.
But you have to. What did I say for that? Oh gosh, now I gotta go back
it
to
a
my
will?
will. I think it was a will, but I don't remember what the note was. The amount was.
Am I
It was pretty
defending
high.
Yeah, it was
myself from
pretty
this?
high.
Or am I?
Well, yeah, I gave you all a fate point to let it talk to you.
It was like, I think it was a 6. I want to say it was a 6.
I don't remember which one this was.
And all of us were just like, we're not even gonna try to fight it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this something that just happens if you're near this stuff long enough?
If you like the siren song of the pure imagination, like I gave everyone I think a fate point if they didn't resist it. I think is what it was.
Okay.
Hey kid, you want to see something in time?
So there are a bunch of workers who are in here, though, yeah?
Yeah, but not in this area. This
Okay.
is like this is just the big tanks. Like there was a couple that were like pulling levers and in lab coats and things, but
Okay.
Also, they're probably used to the pole at that point.
yeah, I mean I don't think that they're there like that
I mean,
much.
I'm definitely looking
Oh,
at
this
these
is
things
not
like,
the right one. Where are my notes? I don't remember.
Yeah, there's probably like an onboarding process where you get exposed to it over
Yeah,
time. So, and the
yeah.
fact that we just walked in, you know.
And there's like,
right up to it,
you
So,
walk
yeah,
right up
I
to
feel
it.
like between Broker, Lawson, Quarter, and Hawk, we're probably all going to get hit by something, right? Just by jumping right in here.
I mean, sure, if it's fun.
I mean, I don't know how this stuff works because I wasn't in the room last time.
It was definitely a time.
Yeah, it didn't affect Lawson, if I remember correctly.
Lawson
Yeah,
did
Lawson
come
was
up
able
close.
to-
Yeah, Lawson
that's right.
wasn't close enough. I not to peek behind the curtain, but I did not write anything down for this particular one because I did not think we would be coming back to it.
Well, there's a couple angles of this.
Give me just a second. I want to see if I can find if there was a number that I had.
To be fair, we also didn't. None of us were even gonna fight it.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
we
you
were
all
like,
just took the
"Nah,
fate
just
point.
like-"
Yeah, I guess. Okay, we'll just do this as a compel then. You can spend a fate point to refuse the compel, or you can get a fate point.
I'll take the fate
Okay,
point.
take the fate point.
I
Right.
mean, I think what it comes down to is, as far as I'm aware, I don't think anything's wrong with looking at this stuff. You guys
Yeah.
all learned important shit. So I'm just like, okay.
Surely this is how we learn information.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then, not that Hakaslaj's whole personality has changed or anything, but
he's way better now. I don't know what to tell you.
okay, great. So broker, if this is the thing that you didn't get offered, so you can take a 6 severe consequence and look into the past. You can take a 4 moderate consequence and look into the present, or take a 2 mild and look into the future. If you ask an important enough question, I'll make the consequence go up. Because
So-
that's what happened over here. Is I was
One
like,
thing I
"Hang
need to
on."
mention is I have a severe consequence right now, and this is why I was going to mention something. I am completely severed from imagination right now.
Right, but that's in the process of. Did you do anything to start to heal that? I feel like
No.
okay.
I just haven't realized that I can't do it.
Because they haven't told anyone that that's happening. No
Well,
one else has
it's
said
because
anything.
I've been trying to do it, but I just assume I'm bad at it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't take any steps towards healing it, then it's
Yeah.
not going to do anything until you do. So, as a reminder, if we take steps towards healing it, it takes a scene, a session, or a scenario. But if you're not doing anything about it, it's just there.
Yeah, no, for the record, when I'm next to this stuff, does it feel like it's worming its way into my brain or something?
It's
or
an
is it-
angelic choir. It's like lovely. It feels warm. It's like washing over you. I think it's
You're
like
water returning to the bucket or to the ocean.
Yeah, it's like glittery and beautiful. It's like,
So I feel like I want to
mesmerizing.
move towards it.
Sure. I mean, you're looking into it. Whatever you look and see is going to be the consequence. If you want to look into the past, you would get an 8 instead, which changes your whole
Yeah,
high
that's
concept.
a lot.
That's a lot. Which I don't know if that seems worth it at this particular point.
No. I'm also not sure how much of a rush that we're in, so I'm not trying to like lean into the stuff super hard, but I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can glean, but like a
Yeah,
looking
I
at
mean,
it for long
this
enough.
is the thing. So you've accepted the compel. So you have this opportunity. If you don't choose any of it, then I'm gonna say you're going to see like real time somewhere else in the factory.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say, and that it won't be anything interesting.
I think I want to try to look a little bit into the future.
Okay, so that's a
If I
that's
can.
yeah. If you before I give you the consequence, you have to ask me what you're trying to see.
Yeah.
Because that'll change how severe this is. And also how many fate points you get, because you will get fate points for this as well.
Yeah, I think the thing that I am the most concerned about right now is the well-being of the people around me.
Okay.
And so I am kind of, because I'm worried about two,
Mm-hmm.
a lot. I'm worried about, to a degree, I'm worried about all of us because we might be heading back to the castle. So I'm worried that like if we go back, we're gonna get fucked over. So I'm like, okay, that might be a bad idea. So maybe I
Yeah.
should try to look to see what the hell's going on there.
Okay.
So I guess the question is more or less something along the lines of, are these people going to be okay if we go back to the castle?
Okay.
Is 2 going to be okay? Or is it going to get worse?
That's kind of hard for me to answer in the meta of the thing, where
Which is
you will make
understandable.
choices that I can't control.
Which is understandable.
yeah.
Uh,
So
is it not possible that the future could be given to me as of right now and could be changed?
Meta wise, I don't feel comfortable making a future choice on the PCs at the table.
Yes.
So if you do that, then it would be, I'll even just give you a 2 stress and you can see what you want to see. Like,
Yeah, I think right now then, in that case, for the future thing, then I want to, because we were specifically told that maybe we should go back. And
yeah,
I'm,
well, Lawson is specifically impressing, like, this is the protocol as
Yeah.
the guards
And the
say.
rest of
I
us
want
are
to
like,
know what's going to happen to us if we go there.
If you go back to the castle.
Yes. Because I'm very worried about that, because a big problem right now is, well, I'm a fucking criminal. They're probably just going to throw me right back in one of those damn shadow boxes. And I'm worried about my own well-being because of that. But I'm also worried about everybody else. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going to happen to us. I don't even know. We're not even supposed to be there according to that note. I don't know who the fuck sent the note.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
like a weird contradictory, like, oh my god, what the hell is going to happen when we
Should
go
you
there?
maybe look into the past and see what the
The past is way more, I don't think Broker
I
can take it.
I don't
Past
think Broker
costs a lot
Broker
more.
doesn't want to remember the past a lot of the time. I think there's
Doesn't have to
something
be
fucking with
your
him
past,
because
but
of the
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well, if you do that, then I'm gonna put that at a 4,
Okay. And this
but
is
you can take 2 fate points.
and this is what am I rolling in? Will?
No, you're not rolling anything.
I'm just rolling.
You're not rolling anything.
You're just getting it.
Oh,
just
sorry. My
get it.
apologies. My apologies. My
You
brain
just
went
get-
roll.
You just get 2 fate points and 4 moderate consequence slot.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna say that in the question of, is this a future that's going to come to pass, it's like a weird color over it. There's like a sepia tone over this, just to make it like the way you are experiencing this, looking into the future, it feels like not real in the way of like this is a definite thing that is happening. It's like
Malleable possibility.
yeah.
This is one
This is
of
the
many.
this is the most probable
Yeah.
thing, but it's
But this is yeah,
Given
this is what I'm
current-
showing you.
Given the current path, yeah.
Giving the current path. Cool.
Yeah.
I think that this is like any of your fears are correct. You're not doing great. You're back in maybe even book drop if it's like real bad. You know, whatever you think is like worst case scenario here. 2's just fully gobbled up.
Oh, great.
I mean, hack and slash is certainly not welcomed. Whether or not that means you're in a shadow box or not is, irrelevant. Whatever you think would make the most sense. I think the other thing that kind of is confusing to you is they don't let Tenerife back in the castle.
Okay.
And you could look into that more if you wanted, but that's up to you. I will. You have the opportunity to ask some questions here that I will give because that was a 4 moderate.
Okay. Trying to think if there's anything I specifically want to know. I don't think we see any specific figures related to this. I just kind of see the outcomes of what is
Yeah,
happening.
what is happening. I think even if you were to look more like Blink gets arrested, nose put in the system, like all the bad stuff, all the stuff we hate. Again, a possibility. It's the future.
This is where things go if we keep going in the direction we're going. So this is like a, oh
If we
shit.
go back to the castle.
Yeah, we need to not go that direction. Okay.
Go to
That
the
makes sense.
Shadowlands.
Yeah. Okay. I've asked my question.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else we're forgetting about. I just kind of wanted to know that. That was kind of the big one.
Okay. Yeah, so you see this and it feels real. But it also feels like a branch, right? Like you can see, maybe even when you're looking into the future, you see like something that's kind of an echo of, well, 2's fine actually, but like that, you don't follow that. You follow your worst fears
Yeah.
through this particular.
Yeah.
But this is not, I think, necessarily like a harrowing experience. This is not Chimera. It's still imagination.
Right.
And it's pure and it's truth, but it's also a possibility.
Yeah.
So-
Is it possible to direct my gaze in the direction of the Shadowlands before I pull out of this vision? Because I'm kind of looking at like these are the 2 paths we could have.
Yeah, I don't think you can see both paths. I
Okay.
think you see your worst fears here in the future.
Okay.
But I do think it is a possibility.
Okay.
Kind of similar to like, not exact because Hack and Slash's was much broader.
Yeah.
But you saw your worst fears. You saw the second home that you've kind of grown to accept destroyed.
Right.
And so it is that path. And you have no idea of knowing if it's true
Right.
or not. You don't play with imagination.
Right.
So,
I think what's so shocking for Hack was, Hack at one point probably would have thought, yeah, burn this place to the ground, but then actually seeing it is what changed it.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
oh
it,
man,
it's
I actually
so-
care about this place.
Shit, I care.
so similar to your own
Right.
experience.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And then you get to come up with what your consequences.
yeah, what's your
Oh, yeah.
consequence?
I was thinking
So-
about it while we were having this conversation.
Everybody's has been kind of physical a little bit. We got a little more meta on Hack and Slash.
Well, I
Sure.
think what
Can't
this comes
talk.
down to is, I mean, obviously, I know that there was physical consequences, but I was thinking as far as like what this would make Broker think, and I was like, well, I mean, they'd be a little shaken.
Sure.
But I
That's
was
not
also,
a
but I know, I'm aware, but I was also like, maybe just like paranoid, just like a real paranoia
Sure.
that like worms its way into their brain,
Yeah.
where
I'll
it's
take it.
just like, oh, I can't let these people out of my sight.
Okay.
trust
Because
anybody,
I
yeah.
don't know if I can trust them at all. And if things go the wrong way, we're going to end up in a really, really bad spot.
Sure.
So it's sort of, yeah.
I will say let's put that as a consequence, and if you don't attempt to make that change, then I think it needs to be compelled, like
Yes.
frequently. Just as far as aspects go.
Paranoia. Yep.
Okay, cool. Everybody comes down. I think like, I don't know. Let's see. If it's even, Hawk and Quarter are not doing great. If it's an odd, it's an even. All right, they're bad.
Oh,
I mean, they're like not like disintegrating, but they're also having a bad time.
did they look into this stuff?
Yeah, they
Okay.
looked into it. It's fine. We'll figure it out. And like I don't know. Your grappling hook comes down after you.
Yeah, I mean, it still.
Yeah, you pulled it down,
off.
and the door closes.
Rosetta's in there.
She's in there.
Oh, wow. We gotta go. Like now.
We gotta
Well, do
go.
we want to find the foreman who had Rosetta working on this and let them know what's going on?
Yeah. Real quick. Because Lawson's near us, right?
Yeah.
I'm just
Lawson is trying to figure out Hawk and Quarter, so not
Yeah,
particularly
I'm
paying
gonna
attention.
pull you guys over and just go.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen about any of this shit, but you know how like it's supposed to be like protocol that we go back to the castle with Lawson and maybe everything was gonna be okay and we weren't quite sure if Limbu should do that. We should not do that.
But, did
Oh.
you see the future?
Yes. And it's fucked. Like real bad. You couldn't go back. They wouldn't let you. And you
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's off the table then.
Yeah, it's not even a possibility. I was maybe debating it. I thought maybe Lawson and them were okay, but now I don't trust them. I thought maybe they were all right, but if they're working for whatever the fuck is going on in there, they're gonna throw me right back in one of them shadow boxes.
I mean, maybe they just don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, regardless, I say we bugger off and leave them back behind. We
Yeah.
don't need them anymore.
We got, yeah.
Let's get out.
Are we leaving Rosetta
I think we have to.
in the room with the slowed Chimera, but Chimera nonetheless?
I mean, it's still super slow.
What are we-
And
what are we gonna
Rosetta's
do?
the one who can move the room around. So once
Rosetta's-
she pulls the shit back together, she should be able to take care of it.
I can't open a door. Okay. I don't know how to.
But neither could she.
She can. She just needs to be in the right.
Well, I mean, the
headspace.
door's there. Like, the room is now there, isn't it?
No, it vanished.
Oh, the door
The
disappeared?
room might be up there,
Oh,
but there's
oh.
no door.
Oh, the door disappeared. Okay, I thought the door just closed.
If she can get her shit together long enough, she can bring it somewhere else. She'll be okay.
I mean, I hate to say it, but no one being able to access that room is
It's probably a good thing.
probably for the best.
Yeah, getting it stuck in between with no connection to the rest of the factory may be the best solution.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ten. It's
I don't like it.
I mean, it's unfortunate for Rosetta.
Rosetta
Well, I mean, if it's
can do something about it, okay?
That's
We
right.
can't.
if
Right.
it's slowed
Not
down,
our problem.
it's a big room. If it's slowed down, be fine for a while. Hopefully.
She'll be okay. We aren't gonna be if we stick around very much longer.
Oh, none of this is convincing, Tenerife.
Do you want them to roll something?
Mm,
This is a
Ten-
big decision you have to make.
Yeah, but I don't know what 10 could do to get Rosetta out or help.
But you could try.
Okay, yeah.
Like if you are in this position where
Yeah.
Tenerife is like I cannot in good faith put somebody in that position
Yeah.
of being in a whole room with that, then they need to convince you.
Okay.
Well,
Can I try to use rapport and be like,
You know, the best option at this point is to go find out what's going on and try to fix it. as
and
quickly
send
as
more
possible.
builders.
Yeah.
This poor person was trying to do it all by themselves. Get a couple more builders in here and they can actually do it proper. Like, I'm trying to assist. I've got rapport. as
Yeah,
one, so-
perfect. I
That's
mean,
a-
this would be against your
that's a
My
5.
will.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Okay, with the assist.
Oh, that with an assist, that's a 6.
6.
Okay. 2.
Okay.
It's the baby face.
Do you know? I feel like because of what Rosetta has told Tenerife in their mind meld, with perhaps No's parents, not truly confirmed, but Ten has a suspicion of that.
I'm gonna be
all
the only
right,
one
good.
with the
What else
suspicion
do
right
I
now.
All right, good. Okay,
Ew.
I just want to make sure. I just want to, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth.
What
Um,
else do I have to do?
Okay, good. And I think
Have
that,
Maury
like,
Povich come out with the DNA results.
Yeah.
but I think with that story, 10 is like, yeah, sure, I hear you, but like, it still just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And all of the builders are in Oratory City. So, yeah. Nope. So 10's still fighting them.
Great.
And I would like to re-roll, to pay that fate point.
Yeah.
Invoke that and re-roll. Okay. Yeah, that's more like it. So that's a 7.
A
Can I-
7.
Either use my aspect for a baby face to raise it up to an 8, or I guess it's going to be a result. Sucker for an orphan. Compel sucker for an orphan.
Oh.
Okay, well, you've suggested a compel, which means you have to spend a fate point regardless.
Yeah, it's going to be regardless.
So you spend that fate point. You can either refuse this compel or take a fate point.
Fine. Yeah. Oh, yep. I'll take it.
I am so hands off on this particular section.
It's also
This is
no. It's not
so
just
fun.
2, it's also no.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
2 orphans looking at you, except for one's somewhere you don't know where
Goodness.
they're
One's
at.
the
Three if you count the
hypothetical.
baby spider.
No, one's the one in your mind.
Yeah.
One's the no in your mind,
then
and
one
the other
is
one is
right
Yeah.
in front of you.
Rotate the fairy in your mind.
I'm gonna put a hand.
Ignore the gloves.
As they're having this conversation, as we're convincing you, I put a hand on your shoulder, and it's like real tight, and also kind of shaky. Just, we gotta go now. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
So sorry.
Rosetta is not
Rosetta can
gonna
open
make
doors.
it.
Okay. I don't.
It's one fairy versus. It's the one versus the many.
Yep.
What the fuck are we gonna do about it? We can't open doors.
Next time you're in Medi, get this video called Wrath of Khan. Just skip right to the end and they'll explain it all for you.
Oh, come on. Okay, so you say this, right? So you're like, hey, we gotta go. Lawson has kind of managed to get Hawk and Quarter kind of back on their feet and okay, moving forward. And as everybody starts to like turn to go to the other side, because you're at the far end, right? To go back out. There's no longer a silent alarm. There is, in fact, a really loud actual alarm.
Yeah, no, yeah, of course.
And I'm not going to do any more from here because I think this is a great stopping point here.
It's gonna come in at some point.
I told you it would. So,
Oh, this is gonna be real bad.
well, what did we say? Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave the game for today. Once again, thank you for watching us live. Oh, there is some interesting comments in the chat. So
I can't wait to read them.
thanks for that. And thank you for watching. Music and sound effects provided by Sirenscape and Abby Kopic. Thank you to Abby McCauley and Molly Cook in the control room. Special thanks to Community Access Media for the use of their facilities and equipment. And once again, thanks to you for watching. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.